In the early 1980s, long before his name became a global symbol of fear, one man was already reshaping the balance between power and terror. Pablo Escobar was not born evil, he was born poor, and in Colombia poverty was not just a condition. It was a sentence, a life surrounded by corruption, violence, and humiliation, where the law protected only those who could afford it. And survival depended on how ruthless you were willing to become as a child. Pablo watched honest men struggle and ruthless men rise. He saw policemen take bribes, politicians lie openly, and criminals live like kings. And slowly a dangerous belief formed inside him that the world did not reward goodness, it rewarded strength, fear, and dominance. While other children dreamed of escaping the streets, Pablo dreamed of owning them. He wanted to be the man no one could touch, the man whose name alone could silence a room. His first crimes were small: stealing cars, smuggling electronics, forging documents. Nothing glamorous, nothing powerful, yet each success taught him something important. Rules were flexible, consequences were negotiable, and fear opened doors faster than respect with every risk. He survived, his confidence grew, and with confidence came ambition. Then came cocaine, a white powder that would change the fate of nations. At the time, the United States was desperate. Demand exploded, and Pablo understood something others failed to see. Cocaine was not just a drug, it was leverage, it was influence, it was power. He did not think like a dealer, he thought like an architect. He designed an empire from the ground up. Secret airstrips, hidden deep in jungles. Routes protected by violence, pilots paid for silent, soldiers trained to kill without hesitation. And politicians bought with either cash or terra plata. Oh, plomo, silver or lead, was not a threat. It was a governing principle. Take the money or take the bullet. Judges who resisted were executed, police officers who refused, cooperation vanished. Journalists who spoke the truth were silenced one by one. Fear spread faster than any law. And soon, obedience followed. Money poured in every single day, millions upon millions, more wealth than Pablo could ever count or spend. Warehouses filled with cash rotted in humidity, rats chewed through stacks of bills, while entire cities lived under his shadow. Yet despite this unimaginable wealth, Pablo remained unsatisfied, because money does not buy devotion, and Pablo wanted to be loved, not tolerated. Not feared, but adored. So he turned his attention to the poorest neighborhoods of Medellin, places the government had abandoned decades earlier. He built houses, schools, football fields, clinics, entire communities that carried his name. He gave people dignity, hope, and protection, and in return, they gave him loyalty, silence, and shelter. To them, he was not a criminal. He was a savior, a man who delivered what the state never did. And this was the most dangerous moment of all, the moment when a criminal becomes more powerful than the government, more trusted than the law. Pablo began to believe he was untouchable. That belief pushed him toward his greatest mistake: politics. He wanted legitimacy, immunity, respect. He wanted to sit among the powerful and be recognized as one of them. But the elite rejected him, exposed him, humiliated him publicly, and humiliation ignited rage. What followed was terror on a national scale. Bombs exploded in crowded cities, judges were assassinated, journalists murdered. Politicians targeted, entire neighborhoods lived in constant fear. An airplane filled with civilians was destroyed in midair, and fear became normal. Children grew up surrounded by chaos, death, and sirens. Colombia was held hostage by one man who believed violence would protect him forever. But violence creates enemies, not loyalty. And slowly, relentlessly, the walls began to close under extreme pressure. Pablo agreed to surrender, but only on his terms. He built his own prison, a fortress disguised as a jail, complete with luxury food, women, music parties, and football fields, even behind bars. He ruled his empire, but power without limits breeds arrogance, and arrogance leads to collapse. Betrayal followed, paranoia grew, and when the government attempted to move him, Pablo escaped. And from that moment the empire began to fall. The man who once controlled a nation became a fugitive, constantly moving, never sleeping in the same place. twice listening to radios, hiding among shadows, former allies betrayed him, enemies hunted him. The poor, who once protected him, grew silent. Money lost its power, loyalty vanished, isolation replaced dominance, fear became his only companion. Every step echoed with paranoia, every phone call carried danger, and on December 2nd, 1993, the chase ended on a rooftop in Mayday and gunshots echoed through the city, and Pablo Escobar fell not as a king, not as a hero, but as a hunted man, leaving behind a scarred nation, thousands of dead families destroyed, and a legacy that still fascinates the world because his story is not about drugs. It is a warning about power. Absolute power destroys absolutely. Pablo rose like a wolf, ruthless, dominant, feared, but even the strongest wolf falls when it believes. It cannot be touched. If you want more true dark stories of power, rise and fall, subscribe now to Wolf Story. Turn on notifications and join the pack, because every legend has a dark side, and this is only the beginning.